TitleMatchNetwork.com.
No, only thing you just got it's the same show, just a different name.
Right. It's often said that Raw was more business-like and SmackDown was more of a frat on the road. Is that fair to assess?
No, SmackDown was just as business as Raw was. The only thing different is, like I said, is the live show, you got a lot of pressure.
Right.
With that SmackDown show being taped, you can relax a little more because, like I said, if something's wrong, you can fix it.
Yeah, and SmackDown replacing Kurt. Were you surprised when you heard the news they were going to go with you?
Yeah, really surprised and scared to death. Because I'm like, I know what role I'm fixing to be in now. It's going to call for a lot of talking, a lot of remembering, a lot of stuff, and it was just a big task, and I had never been in that spot before, but I said to myself, I'm going to do this. And after a month or so, I got comfortable, Well, I'm not blowing my own horn, but this is the truth. You can ask Vince this, or you can ask anybody that knows me. Tony Atlas will be one to tell you this. I take a script, I look at it, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, I got it. I would go to rehearsals with no script in my hand. Everybody else would have their paper reading it. I'd have no paper. I'd memorize already what was on that paper. And Vince like that because during rehearsals you got everybody, people, maintenance people, everybody walking around.
Yeah.
So Vince was real particular about people seeing what we do. So for me to be out there in rehearsal with no script, that's real.
Right. You weren't breaking kayfabe.
Right. And
yeah.
So people will tell you I had no trouble.
What made them decide to make you the babyface GM? Were you surprised by the turn?
Well, I guess I don't know. I didn't even really realize what the turn was all about. I was just happy to be in a position that I'm going to be used now, and I got a chance now to prove myself. And so when they made that change, a lot of people didn't agree with it, but Vince saw it,
Yeah.
And after I started it, then Vince explained to me, they like you. God damn it, they like you. So, and they believed me. When I made something, a call or something, they believed that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's how I come across. Well, Vince wanted me to go to ECW. What he did after he moved me out of whatever the angle was that I think if it was Vicky, I think me and her had the angle there, and she was in charge, and I was doing something else.
Right.
But I never forget, Amado Estrada was the GM now, and Vince didn't like him for some reason, I don't know, but I never will forget. I was in Gorilla, and Vince called me. He said, "Come here." He called me out, and we went over, and he called me, and he spoke to me, and he told me, he said, "God damn it." He said, "I got to get you back in the mix. God damn it. You're going to be general manager ECW. God damn it, player. I got to get you back out there." And I said, "Okay, no problem. Thank you." And that next thing I know, I was there.
What were the differences between how ECW was perceived backstage versus Raw and SmackDown? Do you think the talent looked at that as a step down to go to ECW? Because,
Well, no, nobody really looks at it like that. You know what I mean? This is your job. You know what I mean? And you got, if you got any smarts at all, don't make no different way you go.
Right. Exactly. You're still on TV.
Yeah, you're still on TV and you're still collecting a paycheck. But, you do have guys with them egos, well, I ain't on Raw. Well, I don't want to be on SmackDown.
Right, the guys that are just marks for themselves.
Yeah, there you go. They're marks for themselves. That's right.
TitleMatchNetwork.com